class 8. Once again, today I want us to look at fractions, but this time we want to look at squares and square roots of fractions and mixed numbers, like I've written over there. So let's have an example here. Let's start with squares. What is the value of 2 over 3 into brackets squared? That's the first one we're going to start with. So, for you to solve this, you write 2 over 3 into brackets squared is equal to 2 over 3 times 2 over 3. And the answer we get is 2 times 2, 4, 3 times 3, 9. So, that's the first one. Alright? Now, the next one is, what is the value of 1 and 1 over 5 into brackets squared? This is now saying what is the value of this mixed number when it is squared. So the first thing we do here is we write this as 1 over 5 into brackets squared is equal to, change it into improper fraction, we get 6 over 5 times 6 over 5. That means 6 over 5 times 6 over 5, and in this case you get 36 over 25. Do we leave it this way? No, we cannot leave it this way. We have to simplify. So when you simplify this, 36 over 25, you will divide 36 by 25, and that will give you 1 and 11 over 25. So this is how we work out the squares. When we want to find the squares of a fraction, this is read 2 into 3 into brackets squared. We write it as 2 over 3 times 2 over 3, we get 4 over 9. And then what's the value of 1 and 1 over 5 into brackets squared? We change this 1 and 1 over 5 squared, into bracket squared, into a mixed number. So we have 6 over 5 times 6 over 5, which gives me 36 over 25, and therefore when we simplify this, we get 1 and 11 over 25. Okay? Very good. Now we go to square roots. Let's have a look at square roots. Now, the first example here will be, what is the square root of 9 over 16? And the solution is the square root of 9 over 16 will be equal to, what is the square of 9? That means, what number do I multiply by itself to give me 9? 3. And what number do I multiply by itself to give me 16? 4. So, the square root of 9 over 16 is 3 over 4. And then the next example here is, what is the square root of 6 and a quarter? So the first thing we do here is change this into an improper fraction, which will give me 25 over 4 into brackets squared. And this means, sorry, not brackets, brackets, not brackets, square. We are looking at square. The square root of 25 over 4. And so here we shall come and ask ourselves, what number do I multiply by itself to give me 25? That gives you 5. And what number do I multiply by itself to give me 4? That is 2. So we cannot leave it this way. We have to simplify that. And when we divide 5 by 2, we shall get 2 and a half. So this 2 and a half is the square root of 6 and a quarter. So if we can start again here, we were looking at squares and square roots of fractions and mixed numbers, and we said in squares, what's the value of 2 into 3, 2 over 3 into bracket squared is written as 2 over 3 times 2 over 3. And so 2 times 2 is 4 over 9. Are we there? And then we have what is the square root of into brackets 1 and 1 over 5 squared. We change this into an improper fraction, 6 over 5 times 6 over 5. We get 36 over 25. And when we simplify that, we get 1 and 11 over 25. And so for the square roots also, what is the square root of 9 over 16? We ask ourselves, what number do I multiply by 9 to get 3? And by itself to get 9, we got 3. And what number do I multiply by itself to get 16? That is 4. So the square root of 9 over 16 is 3 over 4. And then we decided, what is the square root of 6 and a quarter? This is a mixed number. And we said 6, we are looking for the square root, not squares. What is the square root of 6 and a quarter? Then we shall take this and change it into an improper fraction, which is 25 over 4. The square root of 25 is 5, the square root of 4 is 2, and so we cannot leave it this way. We simplify it to read 2.5. Are we together, class 8? So now you have learned how to square and find the square roots. Please make sure you practice with your friends out there. See that you do a lot of tables, you study your tables so that you can make it easier for yourself. Thank you very much.